What is up, everyone? A little bit of clickbait, just a little bit. Women are my hobby. Man, so this is really... Well, I'm going to read this to you guys right quick. I've never lost women chasing money, but I've lost money chasing women. Okay, I'm going to read you a little blurb or excerpt from this, okay? He's a 68 years old retired veteran, a part of the 101st Airborne Brigade. He worked as a real estate developer. He was an oil and gas specialist, firearm specialist, and worked in advertising. He is a man nearing the age of 70 years old who has 3 girlfriends decades younger who all know of each other and are satisfied with the arrangement. He is the most interesting man in the world. All right, I added that part. But this is interesting. This guy, I got the chance to hang around this guy for a little bit working in my field, advertising. And this guy always used to say, Travoy, women are my hobby. Women are my hobby. And I noticed he kept saying this over and over and over again. And not only was he saying it, but he had results. So I started thinking, what are the attitudes of people who have lots of women, who are very, very successful with women? So for my women viewers who are watching this, I would love your comments below on this. Got some inspirational music going on right here, man. You might have to switch this up in a minute. But I'd love to hear your comments on this because, especially what's being portrayed through the media, through certain books, it's basically saying that make the other person your all. You know, make the other person, like basically put them on a pedestal where you're like, it's kind of like idol worshiping. But here's the interesting thing. They make it seem like that's what women want. Now, women, I want you to respond to this, please. So I heard this from this guru. And we're going to change this music up, guys, right quick. So bear with me for a second. All right. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. The thoughts. Okay. So it's not necessarily what women want. It's what they respond to. So I heard this from this girl. She says, I don't want a guy who's all over me, who's making me his everything, who's calling me all the time, who wants all that. I don't want that. I want somebody who's, now let me know, women, someone who is driven, somebody who has the alpha male qualities, has dominance, in a good way, or not so good way. Someone who is confident, high self-esteem, believes in himself, loves himself, has other options as well. All right. In psychology, they call it social proof. A woman will like her man or respect her man more knowing that at any time that he has other options of other women too. So what that does is psychologically it makes her feel more valued because really he's saying that, hey, I'm choosing you. I can't have all these other women out here, but I'm choosing you. Okay? But have you ever been in a situation or ever found yourself where, you like somebody, they're cool, but then they love you so much and like you so much and make you your all, where it actually becomes unattractive? You ever found yourself being in that situation? So his philosophy is women are my hobby, which basically says, hey, I have other things that I do. This is kind of like the cherry on top to the milkshake, I guess you could say, or the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's not the whole thing, but this is an addition to my life. So basically his point was, as my mentor, he said, don't make a woman your all. And I'm going to say the same thing reverse. Don't make a man your all, quote unquote. Have a life, have other things that you like to do and make it an addition to your life. Instead of, have you ever found people who basically make the other people their entire life, and then when they leave, their literally whole life crumbles? Okay? I've had similar situations with this. I've known people who've had similar situations with this. They, have invested so much of their entire self in that person that they don't even know who they are anymore. They don't even know what they like anymore. So when I say women are my hobby in the header, I believe us men should all take that approach, because especially what's portrayed through the media is you basically have to tongue wagging, pat your heart, fall out, drool, have a subservient role. And it's not really what women want or what they respond to anyways. And it's not benefiting you as a man or me as a man. And this comes from somebody who did not have a lot of success with women whatsoever growing up at all, because I had that approach, the nice guy approach. And when I say nice, I mean because some people are like, well, that doesn't mean you got to be an asshole. What this means is you have to have enough self-esteem to have standards. That's what that means. When people say the nice guy, really what they're saying is he's too nice. He doesn't stick up for himself. If he doesn't want to go somewhere, if he wants to go somewhere else, he won't speak up. He'll say, hey, well, what do you want to do? What do you like to do? Or if she's doing something that irritates him, he won't tell her to stop. Don't do that anymore. That's what she means when she says nice. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. You want someone who has an opinion of themselves. The same thing for guys too. I don't speak for all guys, but I speak for myself. Occasionally I want a woman to say, hey, I want to go here. Cool. Occasionally I want, if I ask you, what do you want to do? Because I can basically say, well, I want to do all day long. You have at least somewhat of a backbone. Just a little bit. Not too crazy, but just a little bit. All right? What are your thoughts on this, man? I love these topics. I love dating, because a lot of this stuff is literally just passed down thoughts and beliefs from other people, other generations. That doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Shakespeare said this. I'm reading from this excerpt. He says, nothing is good or bad, but only thinking makes it so. So here's the thing. So there's an old saying that reality is what you make of it. If you believe you have to have a harem, then others will too. Well, not all, but the harem will. Okay? This is so contradictory that I felt compelled to share these ideals, because not only can this apply to dating, but other areas of your life. This is an excerpt from my blog, guys. Reality is really what you make of it. It's what you make of it. Let's think about that. Again, a little topic. In Western society, it's, custom for one man, one wife. And that's a lot from the European tradition. That's a lot from Christianity and other types of religions. But if we go back hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, if you go to Africa or other places, they live a polyamorous lifestyle, and it's okay and it's acceptable because that's their custom, their culture. Same thing in certain Latin American countries. So there's nothing necessarily right or wrong. That's what they're saying, is it's only what you think it is. Obviously there's certain laws in place here, but let's just say I got some neighbors, that's some African neighbors, and they have multiple women. Really, it's dependent upon how much you can provide for them. Who am I to say they're wrong or they're right? They've had those customs in for thousands upon thousands of years. So here's an interesting. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. This video is a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but that's all right though. I just wanted to share this idea with you guys. Women are my hobby. Try saying that about 100 times. Women are my hobby. Right? To my fellas, man, let me know what you think about this, guys. Have a great day. Jamming out. I have a lot more content to you guys because I love sharing these new thoughts and ideas, and I run into the coolest people every single day in what I do. And man, appreciate you guys. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe below. You're going to get fresh content, no hold barred. Basically, I'll give it to you straight, man. So, no pun intended. But hey, have a great day, guys. Have a very productive day. Subscribe to the YouTube video. Check out the link below to my blog. I'm building that as well. So, have a great day, guys. Peace. That didn't work, did it? I always see it in those YouTube videos where they go boom and they go to another scene. That didn't work. See you guys.